Well, I grew up in East New York, Brooklyn, in the housing projects. I lived there for about 13 years. My dad left, and we had to, move into a projects. It was probably about 14 at the time.
That whole landfill over there, that's where they used to have all the dead, like when they used to have the mafia wars and things like that. Well, not so much the wars, but that's where they used to dump all the dead bodies over there.
East New York is no one's cup of tea. It's like what? It's heavy out there, the gun game.
And when they just started building that new super center over there, as they was digging, they was finding, nigga left there. They found all the dead bodies and everything. So this whole thing was dumping grounds.
So this was home?
Yeah, this was my old building right here. It's where I grew up. Right here is Tommy's building. Now the thing about this is Star City, but we also call it Sleep City. Within the depths of it, once nighttime came, it was a whole different story.
Meaning?
Meaning that it got grimy out here. This whole landscape right here is where we used to play football. And like I said, during the day, and then come nighttime, we had a lot of shootouts over here. A lot of people that don't know their way out here used to get lost, and then they find themselves going home in different fashions. When I came out here to Star City, I never heard of it. And you know, it's a lot of grass, hills, trees. You know, so if you fall in love with it as a kid, until you start seeing the other side.
We lived on the 7th floor, and I remember looking out the window, looking at all the kids playing basketball from the 7th floor, and I was very intimidated to go down there. I didn't look like everybody else.
Oh, my first memory in Tommy is basically a white boy trying to play basketball, then trying to play football, and the thing I remembered about him is him being tough. He didn't have too much of the skills, but he was tough, and he's hung in here.
I was just myself. What I was intimidated by, I wound up growing to love.
Most of the family is mostly mothers, so if you don't have that strong mother to guide you there, then you're really kind of lost.
I always knew I had to be strong for my mom. When my dad left, we really didn't have much money. My mom was, she was schizophrenic, and she, was always in and out of the hospital and stuff, so it made me had to become the man in the house at a very young age in a lot of ways. All I tried to do was help with any money I could, but I was so far gone in my own world and my own, I had my own resentments towards my dad. And when he was there, he was abusive towards me, and he instilled a lot of fear in me, and I was very afraid of my dad.
This wouldn't happen if your father was here.
Oh, forget him, okay? He was never fucking here. He left you with nothing. Left us with nothing.
It was funny, when he left, all the fear that I had towards him was kind of gone. When I went out into the world, I became fearless.
A lot of people think that people from the projects are beasts. It's like, in the videos and everything like that, there's certain songs out that's like, don't mess with any shorties from the projects or whatever the case may be, but beautiful people.
There's so much roadblocks because you're walking in the street and then you're stereotyped. People, the police can harass you just because of the way you look. There's a few things that makes it hard, but the ones that's strong, when they finally come out of it, they're the strongest ones that's around.
Projects, everybody say the projects this, the projects that, but it's a place where I'm happy and proud, really proud that I grew up in Fort Greene, in my projects, and I'm glad I grew up a project kid.
Well, there's a lot of neighborhoods in Brooklyn that are dangerous. They don't have to be a projects to be dangerous.
Our mother could just open the door. We could live on the 13th floor and let us outside at 6 years old. And when we go outside, we have a whole group of children to play with. We run around in groups of 10 at least. And these are our friends. Every day, every single day, every night, all day long, this is how we play. It's still all of us all grown now. So now we all in a group, we smoking weed or drinking a beer, and the police or whatever want to ride past like, oh, look at them group of niggas right there. But they don't understand this is how we live.
Towards the end, I still believe that it's hopeful.
Don't worry about that. What was left?